Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa West, and welcome to Thirsty Thursdays. I have been enjoying so much watching you all get fired up about juicing, and lots of you have been getting new to you juicers and new juicers, and I've been watching you go through your first experiences of juicing and look at what you have been putting in your juice machines and going through the learning curve of what to juice. And so I thought I'd do a video on the best fruits and veggies to juice. And also I've been getting a lot of questions on what are the best fruits and vegetables to juice. So I've gone through a learning curve myself, and I thought I would share with you what are some really good fruits and vegetables to juice and what are the best fruits and veggies to leave to your high-speed blender. So I like to focus on fruits and vegetables that produce a high yield of juice. So fruits and vegetables that are hard, like carrots and fennel and apples and pears and beets, they're great for in your juicer. Also, fruits and vegetables that have a high water content, like cucumbers and celery and citrus fruits, are really good for your juicer. It's really cold out here, so I'm shivering. As for leafy greens, I like to stick with heartier, firm leafy greens like kale and collards, beet greens, and kohlrabi tops for juicing because they seem to produce a better yield from the juicer. And I find that the spinach and the microgreens kind of, in my juicer anyway, just kind of sit in the receptacle here rather than produce a lot of juice. And so for me, they're better in my high-speed blender. So here are my top choices for juicing. Veggie picks. Beets, including the stems and the greens. Kohlrabi greens. You could juice the kohlrabi too. Collard greens, Swiss chard, and Swiss chard I find really interesting because I like the taste of it juiced, but I don't like the taste of it in smoothies. So check it out. If you don't like the taste of something in a smoothie, you might like the taste of it in juicing. Leaf lettuce, again, I don't really like the taste of leaf lettuce in a smoothie. I find it too watery, but of course in a juice it tastes just fine to me. Celery, great. Cucumber, fennel, radishes, I love in smoothies, which leads me to what's the Japanese radish? I'll have to come back to that. I'll put that in the show notes. Carrots, cabbage, broccoli. You can juice sweet potatoes too. Herbs are fantastic for juicing. They add a lot of flavor. I like ginger, mint, parsley, cilantro. You can experiment with basil, any kind of herbs. Wheatgrass is great for juicing. Here are my top fruits for juicing. Apples, pears, those are the hard fruits that produce a lot of yield. So juice your pears when they're not ripe. Don't wait for them to get soft. Oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes. You can juice the lemons and limes with the peels on. Pineapples with the rinds, and watermelon with the rinds. So fruits and veggies that are better left for the blender are bananas because they just go mushy. There's not high water content in it. Mangoes, same kind of thing. They just kind of go to mush in the juicer. Papaya, mushy. Berries. So there is water content in the berries, but not a high yield, and there's a really high nutritional content in berries. So in my opinion, they're better left for your blender because they're so nutrient dense. You're just going to get more bang for your buck in your blender as far as I'm concerned. Avocados, again, they're just I'll never forget one day I came in and Tim was doing a juicing fast and he had his avocado set up to go in the juicer. I was like, "What are you doing? There's no water content in an avocado." So avocados in the blender or just eat them plain. Spinach and microgreens like the baby greens I think are better in the blender. Okay, so today we're going to make what has become one of my favorite juices. I kind of like to start my day with this lately. It's a lime mint refresher. Has 2 apples, lime with the rind left on if it's organic. It gives it a really limey zest if you do that. Ginger as much as you like according to your taste. I like quite a bit of ginger. Your greens, again, according to your taste. I like quite a bit of greens. You kind of work up to as much as you can. I'm up to probably about 3 cups there, 2 to 3 cups. And then mint, as much as you like. I like about 1/4 of a cup. We've got some mint growing in my garden here. It's just starting to come up. So fresh spearmint. I'm also growing this mint is a new variety that I found this year. It's grapefruit mint, and it's really strong, so a little bit goes a long way with this, and it has a really citrusy flavor to it. So we'll juice all this up. Okay, so here's our lime mint refresher. Oops, some collards didn't make it into the juicer. They're right in the juice. Got a collard floater. Okay, let's taste that out. Just so refreshing. And then here's my tip for you today. This pulp is great for in your compost. And then also, if you run water through your juicer, and see how much nutrient dense, all those micronutrients that are left over from your juicer. I always run water through my juicer after. And then I take that water and I'm going to feed it to my mint today, and they love it. So they get a little extra nutrient dense watering today. So cheers. Thank you so much for watching, and leave your comments and questions below. I look forward to hearing from you.
Finding a great yoga class is becoming more costly and difficult. Now there's a better way to self-improvement in the privacy of your own home. Visit Dr. Melissa West at melissawest.com and start getting free weekly online videos. Real yoga for real people.